Thank you, Chairman Grassley. Thank you for holding this hearing, and I'd like to thank both panels of witnesses for your testimony before us today. I had the pleasure of visiting with a number of Dreamers in Delaware earlier this year, DACA recipients who are American in every sense that I understand it, except for a legal status. And it is my hope that today we can send a message to some of the students who I had the opportunity to meet. I'm studying at Delaware State University, or studying at the University of Delaware, or studying elsewhere in my home state. Stephanie Martinez-Gonzalez, who is working hard to become a police enforcement officer, a law enforcement officer. Indira Islas, who wants to be a pediatric oncologist. That we support them and that it is possible for them to achieve the American dream. Ms. Rojas, I just wanted to congratulate you on your accomplishments and your dedication to serving others. How did your experience growing up as an undocumented immigrant in the United States influence your decision to become a physician?
Mm-hmm. Well, as being of low income and also not having, we had very limited access to health care. And so my family and I struggled in terms of being able to see a doctor regularly. So this is something that has been in my family that I saw, and also communities around me, just limited access to health care. And also as someone who, I was fluent in Spanish, and I really connect with immigrant communities and other communities as well. I feel like, I just want to be able to serve others so that people in communities are healthy and safe. So I feel like it's, the values that my family instilled in me to give back and to persevere is what really brought me to being a doctor. And, I only hope to be able to serve.
Help me better understand, if you would, how your life has changed since the introduction of DACA, and how your life has changed and the lives of others you've gotten to know through the Pre-Health Dreamers program have changed as a result of its current uncertainty.
So in terms of the new announcement or from gaining DACA, would you clarify at what point would you, how our lives has changed because of DACA or because of this announcement?
Both.
Okay. So because of DACA, I can truly say in every sense I came out of the shadows. I feared leaving my apartment, and was always very frightened that maybe I was followed, or just I lived with a lot of uncertainty day to day, and also in terms of my future. I was studying at UC Berkeley, and always wanted to give back, and yet when I thought about my graduation, I wouldn't have employment opportunities. Even while in Berkeley, there was internship programs and other programs where I wanted to apply to, but I couldn't because of my immigration status. So for us and so many others, it truly lifted us out of the shadows to be able to live really almost normal lives in terms of our day-to-day lives, but I think was an opportunity for us to do participate in programs, gain access to job opportunities, and also, for example, buying homes and other opportunities that were unreachable. These are things that I never dreamed of being able to achieve when I was, in college and before then. So it completely changed our lives, and it turned us around. And I'm so grateful the day that I got my DACA. So this announcement for me was really difficult to hear. It felt like everything that I had worked towards could just disappear in the blink of an eye. And I know for the Pre-Health Dreamers community, it's so devastating. Now people are wondering, should they apply to graduate programs anymore? Sort of being at a loss for hope and uncertainty that really is pervasive among me and the community. that I know. So it's been absolutely devastating. We don't know what's going to happen, and we are really looking towards Congress to find a solution.
Thank you, Ms. Rojas. As you've heard from a number of senators on both sides of the aisle today, we really hope we will be able to find our way towards a resolution that addresses some of the unsettled issues here, that gives some certainty to you and many other Dreamers. I've been a sponsor of the DREAM Act in the past and support it.
Thank you.
It's my hope that we will find a way to negotiate a responsible compromise and embrace the moment here sooner rather than later, and move forward and give predictability to folks who hope to and already have contributed to the United States and to our future. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you.